How's it going, Jack? What you doing? He's not doing much, is he?
Panting.
Panting. What are we doing, Bianca?
We're making a soldier fly farm.
Or are we procrastinating?
Bit of both.
Bit of both. This is the tote we want to use. It's better than the see-through ones, and the other ones we can get are just solid black, which would just heat up too much, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we thought this would be a good one. It's got a lockable lid, so it can't be blown off because it does get windy here. Now we were thinking about running two 40mm 1.5" pipes up, either one on either side or two in the middle, or one either end. But we got thinking about it, and I've seen people do the thinner pipes, and they're not happy with the amount of soldier fly they get coming out. Either they can't find the ramps or whatever. So we were thinking about other things we could use, and I thought 90mm pipe.
Yeah.
But then it's not flat. But then remember these fittings we have. We just don't have any of the flat guttering, the rectangular guttering.
We do. It's just busy at the moment.
It is, yeah, being used in the hydro. So what we're thinking of is we could possibly get two of them, one on either side. Then we'd have a very broad surface for them to come up through. Basically, chop the top of the channel out and just have like a U channel, and then a very broad base for the black soldier fly to find and crawl out.
We would only need one, wouldn't we?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could do two, one either side. Like,
take up too much space?
No, because the bits and pieces are sort of, the ends of those tracks get buried in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not really. And when it comes time to emptying it, we empty some of it back in there anyway, so it would build up the base a bit.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what we're thinking at the moment. But Bianca came up with an ingenious way to keep the rats out.
Recycling old aquaponics.
Yeah. So that'd obviously go on the outside.
Outside, yep. So.
Something like that.
Something like that. So they climb up, crawl through here, and then they fall down, and then they escape through the little holes, and it's got an end cap on it so no rats can get in.
Yep, so that's what we were thinking, because the rats would definitely like to get in there. I dare say the goannas probably would as well.
Yeah.
Because we do put meat products in there too, so that's what we've sort of come up with at the moment. The only stumbling block we've sort of reached is what? The pipe.
The pipe.
The lack of pipe, and it being Easter Monday.
Yeah, nothing's open.
Nothing's open, so yeah. But that's what we got up to with that design. And also in the top we will be having just a hole. Generally they have like a T-piece coming out, a 1-inch PVC T-piece, and then they've got like overhangs with diagonal cuts and all the rest of it. We'll probably do something along those lines, just to let the soldier fly in, and then I dare say they'll just lay their eggs up in there.
Worst case scenario, we could shove some cardboard
up in there, yeah, because where they are at the moment in the bin, they're just
doing it on the lid.
Yeah, on the lid, under the edge of the lid, and enough of them are falling inside that they've propagated it. I don't think I took photos the other day, but the bin is well and truly propagated again. With black soldier fly. I was worried that we don't have a lot of fruity smells, and they tend to come to fruity smells, but yeah, they're in there, they've populated it. I set the camera up and we were going to film it and all the rest of it, and yeah, we're putting it off yet again.
Well, no, we can still have a think.
We can have a think.
And get everything prepped.
Yep.
Or we could go and build a garden.
We can go build a garden. We'll go show you guys where we're up to with the garden, hey? We're just walking to the garden.
No, here.
And Jack
Here.
spooked that goanna. I don't know if you can see him in the sun there. Bit hard to see.
Stay.
There he is up there. Nice lace monitor.
Yeah.
So Jack, unfortunately, gets very excited when he sees them and snakes. Not so much the snakes, he only booped that little carpet on the nose the other night. But yeah, the goannas tend to run, so he does what any dog does, I suppose, and chases after them. So while Ahanu and May were up here the other day, Ahanu and I just cleared off this area here. We did have grand plans of cleaning out that area there and then bringing it down to this level here, but we decided not to worry about that because we can fit a couple of garden beds in here. We were originally planning to do 2 IBC beds, marked out the area for it, and then I thought, well, I'd rather actually use up as much of this pipe as I can, and because it rolls in a coil, it would be better suited for these little beds. These are actually parts of earthen beds, which is a soil-based aquaponic bed. I got from Paul Vanderwerf. G'day mate, if you ever watch these videos. Yeah, he had them set up separate, differently. I'm just setting them up as a straight wicking bed. So I've got a superfluous hole down there I've got to fill, and that top one there will end up being the overflow. So I'm going to be doing two layers of that, and then a wicking spot up through the centre. So we've got 2 of them. You happy about that, babe?
Yes.
Yes. What about you, Jack? Yes, I think it will be. So that's the idea for there, and we just cleaned off the fencing stuff and put it in that little shed around the back there. So the one issue we do have though is chickens and wallabies.
Yes.
Yes. So we were looking at putting a fence around here using the old school panel we made the chicken yard out of at Ipswich, but instead, what have we decided, Bianca?
You and Hanu went and rearranged a whole bunch of hooping.
Yes, we did, just around here. We have cut down one of the hoop houses there. We've just basically made it a 4 bay. It's shorter, and that will be enough to cover that little paved area and fit those garden beds and a couple of wicking barrels as well. So this end section here, there were some damaged portions we wanted to replace anyway, so that makes up for that, and eventually that'll probably go on to either the end of the other one behind it, or yeah, it'll end up somewhere else, or yeah, we like to reuse things a fair bit around here.
Yes.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we've been up to. Just before B and I sign off, we're going to run through some of the seeds we're going to plant out in those wicking beds, as well as some wicking barrels we're going to make up. First of all, a huge thank you to Mark for sending these. He sent us a Christmas gift, a couple of diggers packs. We got a seed pack and a flower pack. And these are the veggie plants that we'll be sowing out. You've got to get the trays organised this week, but Great Lakes lettuce, that's like an iceberg. It will be going into the hydroponic system. Sweet basil, again, that will be going into the hydro. The pea sugar snap, I'll be making a trellis on the back bed over there, and just a bit of wire wrapped around the outside, and that's what these guys will be going on. Beetroot, bull's blood will probably go around the edge of the beds. And we have some broccoli, some Waltham, which I've grown before, always does really well for us, or at least it did down in Ipswich, and some green cauliflower. Those will make up the bulk of the rest of those 2 beds over there. And some coriander will probably end up in the aquaponic system as well. So yeah, I thought I'd just give you a bit of a look at what's going into the wicking beds, and there will be a video coming, hopefully, next week, showing the actual beds being put together. Just trying to cup the microphone here, but yeah, hopefully there'll be a proper update to YouTube next weekend showing you this all finished. Kira's coming up through the week, so she can give us a hand. Yes. I'm going to sign it off there, folks. I do hope you had a great Easter if you celebrate, or holiday if you don't. And yeah, we'll catch you next video. Cheers, folks. Have a good one.
See ya.
What do you think about that, Andy? Did we do a good job? We do a good job, fella. See ya, Chook.